Okay, so today's a fairly complicated day, I would say. There's a bunch of stuff. But there's also other things to do, and I recently found out that there's longer 15-minute videos on YouTube, so I'm going to see if I can do this entire video in one quick go. We can do it. All we have to do is open all of these. Alright. So, first off, we have Sea Prince and the Fire Child, which I think it's a movie that has been shown here for a long time. It's technically Japanese, and the DVD does say that it has a Japanese audio, so I think by all measurements, it's definitely an anime. And the only other new thing that arrived was One Piece Season 3 Part 2. But I did also order Sukisho DVD 3 because this is the last thing I need in order to make sure my... well, I was having trouble ripping the third DVD in the complete collection. That's the last thing I need to put on the anime media server. Otherwise, it's complete. Everything's on there, which is pretty cool. Of course, other things that I've ripped in order to, or bought in order to properly put them on the server includes the Fifth Night Hunter DVD, as well as Wise Movie 2, because I accidentally cracked the disc taken out of the case. And I also had to buy Tekkaman Blade Collection 2, but some of this stuff is older and it's just been gathering up, and I'm only mentioning it just now. And speaking of stuff I'm mentioning just now, since I was ripping my non-anime stuff to put on my non-anime media server, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children has been in there, and I was always reluctant to put it in the anime collection, even though technically everybody calls this anime, so that's now part of the anime collection. Another thing I haven't been mentioning is this interesting DVDs that have been given to me when I purchased all these other Pokemon DVDs. You know, thank yous for buying big groups of stuff from people. We have Pokemon Into the Arena, and I'll be honest, I actually don't know which volume number this is, because I don't see it on there. This will have to go in my giveaway stuff, but it's amusing. Look, this one even still has its thank you gift on it. This is one of the 4th season DVDs. Here's another one with its thank you still on it too. You know, I think I bought a lot of DVDs from Cleveland. So obviously when I say that there was a couple of new things in there, there was only a couple of new things, and I showed you basically 3 new things that arrived in the package today. There was a lot more packaging than that. That's because I actually bought a lot of non-anime stuff. First of all, I bought the Ultimate Edition of the original Stargate movie, because I have all of SG-1, including the 2 movies, as well as Stargate Atlantis. I have all of those ripped onto my non-anime media server, and I kind of need the original movie to go with those. So there they are. Everything else, well, let me see. There's Metroid Other M, which came out yesterday, I think, and it's one of those titles that I knew I wanted to get. There's also Tales of Symphonia: Dawn of the New World, which I think is a sequel to the original Tales of Symphonia game, but I never played it. My brother wanted me to buy it, so I went ahead and got it. And there were other things suggested by it, such as Phantom Braves We Meet Again, which I don't know if this is a sequel or something, but I'm like, whatever. And I also got Ark Rise Fantasia. I don't know, things about them just caught my eye. And then I also got Okami because, well, that's been a game that a lot of people have had good things to say about, and I needed to get it. Today's Inside the Box is actually really simple. I've only been asked to show FLCL, so here I have the 3 individuals version. Each one has 2 episodes. It's nice, neat, simple. So it's difficult to remember what all I've watched, because I've been spending most of my time and energy trying to get all of my DVDs onto my media servers, and you know, really focusing on that because I was able to. Well, I was on the verge of finishing, and so actually, just last night, I finished all of the not anime stuff, and the day before that, or the 2 days before that, depending upon when you want to technically say everything was over there, I finished putting all the anime stuff on the anime media server. So that's a pretty big project to get done. But what was I watching while I was finishing it? Let's see, I finished watching all of Casshern Sins, and I guess it was okay. Something about it did not feel like it was a definitive suggest to people, but it wasn't bad. In a way, it kind of reminds me a bit of Wolf's Rain and Ergo Proxy, I guess, in that there's this concept of moving around a dead or dying world sort of thing without any clear purpose or goal. And in general, those things have not been my favorite anime, but they haven't been bad. I also, I guess the only other things I watched were 5 episodes of Naruto Shippuden, which was okay as far as Naruto goes. Nothing super exciting I can think of. Some interesting stuff happened, but nothing really moving story-wise, I guess, other than the end of a season in which they say, oh yeah, nothing's happened other than we saw this thing. And Bleach is taking its time, as Bleach usually does. I mean, not too bad, but nothing super spectacular that makes Bleach really awesome in this DVD. So, I guess that's about it for the anime watching. For anime DVDs, other things that were supposed to come out this week, there's Ikitousen Dragon Destiny Volume 3, which is not as in stock as it sounded like it would be, which is unfortunate, but, you know, we've been waiting for it. If you still want it, and you pre-ordered it, chances are you're just wanting them to get it out, so whenever they get it out, we'll just wait for that. It doesn't really matter now since it's pre-ordered. Zentai Muteki Raijino DVD 2 was at one point going to come out today, but that got pushed out to September 13th. Maybe Ikitousen Dragon Destiny Volume 3 got pushed out then as well. Not sure. What I do know is that an interesting thing about Zentai Muteki Raijino, which just came up today on the Mania forums, apparently they're going to change the name mid-release to Matchless Raijino, which is kind of interesting. Sounds like that came from the company that made the anime. At one point in the past, Kanokon Girl Who Cried Fox 2 was going to come out today, but I'm not quite sure what's happened to that. I've seen dates on DVD Aficionado that suggests it may still be released, and I'm not sure if Amazon has completely given up on it. But it sounded like it was more than a delay when I was reading about it. Other stuff that was released this week, Pokemon Elements Collection 1, which I assume just contains like the first 5 or 6 Pokemon Elements DVDs, which obviously I don't need since I've been doing all this Pokemon stuff. There was a Black Blood Brothers Complete Collection, and I guess it's a reissue, wasn't it? And a Naruto Uncut Box Set Season 3, Volume 2. And, of course, the Ikitousen Dragon Destiny Premium Box, which got delayed. That should be about it for anime this week. We'll have to see what comes out next week. But the good news is that I've already got stuff on order not related to anime DVD updates that should be here by next week. So, next week should be an okay purchase, even though the list here looks kind of strange and questionable. Oh well. We'll have to see what happens. See y'all.